So I don't have the original for this. This was based on an advertisement for Michael Phelps. And if you, I was gonna try to get it far away. If you kind of squint your eyes, look real far away from it, you can see the kind of grumpy face that he had. Now, you are welcome to use the grid method I showed you last time, in which case you would draw your grid with your ruler and use that as a guide for putting your image on. But this week you are also welcome to simply trace. So this is, I don't know if this is a great example here. It does have a range of tones, so I guess it would probably work for this assignment. Obviously it's a cover of a children's book. A lot of the space, once you get rid of the text, a lot of the space is gonna be, just pink. But I guess that would work for this project. But anyway, what I wanted to show you is the technique. So what I've done here is, I got it upside down, oops. I've simply traced, and you can actually see that I ran out of room on the tracing paper. That's fine, we can figure out what that's gonna be. So I just traced the design here on this tracing paper. And if you have carbon paper, you can take this and you can put a piece of carbon paper behind and draw over the top. So you just trace that over, it'll transfer the marks across there. Now, if you don't have carbon paper, you can fake it, but you can also do something that's faster and easier, in my opinion. And now, my writing is pretty old on here, so I'm not sure it's gonna transfer right. But if the pencil is pretty fresh, particularly if it's a soft pencil, you may be able to get away with just rubbing it or coming over it with pencil on this side. So if it doesn't work the first time, this time it may be because my pencil lines are literally years old. But let's see what happens. You got to make sure you're right over those pencil lines to make them work. Now let's see if that transfers. Oh yeah. So I've got a little bit of transfer there, and of course I got other scribbles in the way here. But that means that I can line that back up on there, and I can transfer the whole image this way. Let's try to do that. Now, one way that sometimes, yeah, see, and I'm getting my lines, and I can use that to get the whole design marked in there. It can go pretty fast, and you don't even need to have, you've got a piece of tracing paper in your kit that you got from school, from me, and so you'll be able to transfer those lines on there. So that's totally fine. You are welcome to use that transfer technique. Looks like nothing now because I didn't finish it up. One last thing, if you use pen on the tracing paper, it won't work, but what you could do then is just kind of scribble over an area. And of course what this is doing is I've made my own carbon paper, right? And so now if I draw on the back of that, whatever I draw, it's gonna transfer that little mark because it's just pressing the carbon from my pencil onto there. So totally welcome to use that technique. If you would prefer, you are welcome to free draw it. You don't have to use any of these transfer techniques, but they're kind of neat ways to help you with your arrangement, with your composition, so you can focus on recreating those tones with the paper technique.